Hey guys, welcome. It's Elizabeth with Willow Root Tarot. I am coming directly to you from YouTube Live rather than streaming through Zoom as I usually do. I'm just very happy to be here. I was just in my Zoom room hosting my lives that are free almost every day of the week. Well, they're free every time I do them, and I do them Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday on Meetup. You can find the links for that in the details of this video. I wanted to share lottery numbers with you. During the readings that we were doing today with the group of people I was with, this is all online, I started pulling cards for myself, and I realized that I can look at the numbers on the cards as my literal lottery pick numbers. Usually I go into my mind, what numbers come to me, what am I thinking of? I gather with friends, we intuit numbers. It's fun. And I thought this is another way to do it, and I wanted to share it with you. So I'm going to go ahead and give you some numbers of the cards I've already picked. After I give you the numbers, I will tell you the decks I used. And if you're curious, I can also tell you what I was actually reading, because this is a real spread. So we'll start with the numbers, but I'm actually getting ready to pull the last two cards because I was so excited. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is odd because I'm pulling 2 from each deck. Well, let's see, because if we get an ace, that's 0. Because I only need one more number. That's what I'm thinking. So this is a great way to actually see how I was doing it. What I'm doing, I'm asking the cards 2 questions. So I'm pulling 2 cards from each deck. The first one is, how are you? Hi, how are you? How have you been? How was your night? Right? I want to connect. I want to be nice. Hi, how are you? Literally, I'm just asking for the card to say, like, hey girl, yeah, that's okay. Or like, fabulous, or God, it sucked. Whatever the card is, right? And then we actually talk. The deck and I take time. There's a bird. Bird just flew right next to the window and kept. Okay. And then I ask, how are we? Because this is typically how I set up my day for my mediumship practice. You may have seen that on the other videos. You can check that out under the playlist called The Card Medium. I'm also running free mediumship classes every other Saturday. So how are you? And then I ask, how are we? How was I phrasing it? Because I'm phrasing it a little bit differently. It used to be, how are we in alignment for mediumship? Like, we are in alignment. Just how are we in alignment for mediumship? But then I started thinking of it more as, how are you feeling about mediumship? Or just letting the deck speak more. So let's go ahead and go with, I don't need to be specific, like, it's okay. I have feelings behind the words in my mind. Everything is working together to get this message out. How are you? And then, how are you feeling around mediumship today? All right, how are you? I can't make this shit up. For those of you that follow me, King of Pentacles. Now we just started. I really started just using showing this deck more and more. King of Pentacles is always up, reversed or upright. It is always popping up. It is insane. How are you? I'm good, girl. How are you? Because it's upright. Reversed is a message from spirit, or however you want. Read it however you want. You could throw your cards up in the air, and all of them that land face down, so that you're seeing the back of the card, is a message from spirit, but all the ones that landed face up is a message from this realm, or vice versa. There's no wrong. Do it how you want. So the King of Pentacles, I don't see an immediate place value, which is helpful because I only want one more number. The 6 of Wands. Okay, so we have a 6. This is perfect. And it's a card of celebration. Upside down, reversed from spirit. Message from spirit is still card of celebration. So let's go. Get out your pen. Put on your remembering cap. Notes app. We got some lottery numbers. I do not know for what lottery. 41. 25. 34. 23. Now, this is a little different. This line, I'm going to tell you 66. And the final number, which would, if depending on what lottery, like Powerball is 5 plus the bonus, so this would be your bonus. Oh, wait. Okay, hold on. I'll tell you why. Hold on. Okay, yeah. Yep. Okay, this is actually the Powerball number I played last week too. Last time I did it. But 9 is the bonus. Now, I'm going to tell you why I did that, because if you're like, well, I don't want to do it that way, you don't need to. Now, the first 4 numbers are as is. They stand. 41, 25, 34, 23. We're gold. Now, the next number, I gave you 66 because I pulled in reverse 6 and then a 6, right? But 6 reversed is 9. There's not, how many numbers do we have? We have 1, we have 0, we have 6 and 9. When you flip them, it creates another number. We don't have that many. 8, that's another one. Not that many. And yet I get them 3 fucking times. I get 2 upside down 9s and an upside down 6. So I said those 2 upside down 9s are 66. And then the bonus number was 6 of wands in reverse. A 6 in reverse is actually a 9. So your bonus number is 9. So again, the numbers: 41, 25, 34, 23, 66, and then 9. I should write this down so that I can put it. All right, so one more time. 41, 25, 34, 23, 66, and 9. All right, no low numbers. They're all high. A 9, but all right, so yeah. If you're only interested in the numbers, you're good to go by. If you want to hear the decks that I used, 41 and 25, they're sitting next to each other. They came from Believe in Your Own Magic Oracle by Amanda Lovelace. I read with that often. This is what the back looks like. A lot, every day. I read with Amanda Lovelace, all 3 of her decks every day. But I do have a lot of other decks. But they're fun decks, guys. They're fun decks. And the next set of numbers, 34 and 23, those were pulled from the Amanda Lovelace deck, Chubby Witch's Night In. She's doing yoga in her bed. I love doing yoga in bed. I wake up and do yoga in bed normally. This is an easy way to kind of stretch it out before I have to stand up. The third set of numbers being the 9 of wands in reverse and the 9 of cups in reverse. Those are going to be your 66. And that came from Wise Spell, Wild Reflections Tarot. That's the back of the deck. I enjoy this deck. It's an RWS deck. I use it with mediumship. So, and then the final pull. Did I tell you wrong? Oh, I told you wrong. Actually, the final pull was that deck I just showed you. The second to final pull was the Cozy Witch Tarot. Is that the Cozy Witch? No, it's 10 of Pentacles. And this is the back of the deck. So yeah. So one last time, guys, because the King of Pentacles was in there. So no majors and only 1 court, with 4 pulls from Oracle and 4 pulls from Tarot. One last time with those numbers: 41, 25, 34, 23, 66, 9. All right. This has been fabulous. And I'll talk to you again soon, because I'm always here. Okay, bye. Oh, but I don't want to get cut off, so I'm going to count to 10 in my head.